profiling commitments for the Gators, Auburn Tigers, and Clemson Tigers, plus a big-time safety.
Locked On presents The Portal, the daily podcast covering college football recruiting and everything NIL. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome back into the Portal Podcast. Thank you for making it your first listen each and every day. I am your host, Brian Smith, longtime college football recruiting analyst. Today's show is brought to you by our friends over at Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Today's Florida high school football recruiting countdown is between players 15 and 11. And we have some really unique players in terms of not only where they're committed, but their style of play. So to begin, the Auburn Tigers, Denairius Gray, 6'3", 182 pounds, Chaminade Madonna in South Florida. The Broward County prospect is one of the best route runners, not just in South Florida or the Sunshine State, but in America. That is a great program that he's at. It's the same one Jeremiah Smith's from, Josiah Trader, and so many other really good football players all over the country. And this is the next guy that probably deserves more credit than what he's been given. Can't teach the length. He's really, really long. And he's a guy, again, that just loves his craft. He understands the player in front of him, so he knows how to adapt to his routes. I've seen him play live multiple times, and including multiple years at the Under Armour camp. And also, he's a guy that, whether it's in 7-on-7 or in a regular game, he's a go-to player. He's somebody the other team has to know where they're going to roll their coverage to. If they're going to double, they have to understand that he can get you in the screen game, underneath, as well as over the top with the double move. Really refined route runner. Again, 6'3", 182 pounds. He still has plenty of room to fill out. We'll see how big he gets, but Denairius Gray is really good. North Carolina, UCLA, Notre Dame. Those are just some of the schools that have made an offer since the beginning of the year, despite his longtime commitment to the Auburn Tigers. Will he take visits? We'll see. But this is a prospect that most likely ends up with Auburn unless something else changes. Really like Denairius' game, and he's only going to get better. Next up on the countdown, this is a player that shouldn't need any kind of introduction if you understand what a pass rusher is and you follow the state of Florida. Izayia Williams. He's out of Tavares, just outside of Orlando. He's committed to the Florida Gators, but he's a kid that could end up someplace else. You never know. He's got a massive list of schools that aren't going to give up on him. Can't find enough pass rushers. And Izayia is a great kid with a lot of length and athleticism. He's runs in the 4.6 range, and he's 215 pounds and just absolutely built to play on the edge of a major college defense. I don't care if it's a 3-4 or 4-3 scheme. It really doesn't make any difference. He'll figure it out. That being the case, again, right now he is committed to the Florida Gators, but he has other schools like Georgia on May 30th, Bama June 6th, Florida June 13th, Colorado June 17th, Florida State June 20th. Those are some tentative dates. I don't know if that's still up to date. That's based off 24/7's dates, and I don't think it matters because this will go all the way to the end because I'm sure he's still going to take visits from what I'm told, and he's probably also going to be very leery on what happens with Florida's coaching staff. Can't blame him there. If Napier does well this year, expect him in Gainesville. If he does not, this is a kid that could end up at a lot of different places. Next up is one of the prospects that is as technically sound as just about any safety in America, and that's Caden Hall. He plays at Milton High School up near the Pensacola area. His offer list kind of explains how good he is because it's Penn State May 16th, Florida May 30th, Florida State June 6th, Bama June 13th, and Oklahoma on June 20th. 5 prominent schools to say the least, but it's also just based on how he makes a play on the ball, no matter if it's a deep ball, intermediate, or coming up to smack somebody in the screen game. 6'2", 6'3", he's over 190 pounds. There's really nothing not to like about his game. Kind of like Denairius Gray, but on the other side of the ball, Caden Hall is a young man that has the athleticism and the ability to use his technique to beat you. He's got good length. There's really no reason to see him going down in recruiting rankings, whether it's national or the state of Florida. His ceiling is really, really high. When we come back, we got 2 players, not just one, but 2 players committed to the Clemson Tigers. That is next on the Portal Podcast. Daylight savings snuck up on us again, and if you're feeling like you lost an hour of sleep, well, 5 Hour Energy has your back. The extra sunshine means more fun, but sometimes you need a little boost to power through. Whether you're staying up like myself to watch NCAA tournament or doing something else, sometimes a 5-hour energy can help you get through your day. It gives you that quick, refreshing pick-me-up whenever that you need it. So if you want one and you need it right away, convenience store, grocery store, remember, they're always at the checkout counter. They're easy to find. And if you want them delivered to your door, you can get a 12-pack, you can get a 24-pack. They've got flavors like watermelon, blue raspberry, peach mango, and many others to choose from. So you can do that, and you can get them at 5hourenergy.com. So need one right now? Again, you can check them out at your grocery store, anywhere else that's close by. Check them out and stock up today, 5hourenergy.com. Next up, we have not one, but two Clemson commitments. And I really didn't know which order to put them in. It's just ironic they both committed to Clemson really close together. Chancellor Barclay and then Grant Wise. These are two really, really good offensive linemen. They're probably going to play next to each other at some point during their careers at Clemson. I got Barclay 12th, and I've got Wise number 11. And again, just to reiterate, Denairius grades 15th, Izayia Williams 14th, Caden Hall is 13th. Starting with Barclay, this is an interior offensive lineman that really does a great job as a pass blocker. I don't use those words very often. Pass protection and the ability to be an interior guy don't normally work out that way. It takes a couple years into college. Barclay jump sets a lot of players. He'll favor the inside sometimes. Sometimes he'll play to the outside. He keeps the guy in front of him guessing, and he changes it up. Really smart kid. I think he'll fit in well at Clemson just based on his demeanor and his faith-based kind of personality and the way he looks at life. But just as a football player, it's the opposite. He's not very faith-based there. He's trying to maim the guy in front of him. Chancellor's got a really good punch. And again, jump set's his thing, but he can mix it up too. Clemson beat out Florida and Miami. He told me the Gators probably came in second. I saw him last weekend. Really good pickup for Matt Luke, who's the new O-line coach down there at Clemson. He's starting to really add some talent. And playing next to him, number 11, is Grant Wise, a kid that's a Miami legacy. So that was kind of surprising. And being from the Panhandle, Florida State miss out on him as well. This is a kid that's at Pace High School, just outside of Pensacola. Big-time programs all over the country wanted him. Takes the visit to Clemson, and he pulls the trigger not that long after. He might be the nation's best center. Grant Wise is a powerhouse. I like him at guard or center. I don't really care, but somebody's got to snap the ball, and he has experience with doing some of that. So I'm guessing that he will end up at center for Clemson instead of Barclay, but they could both play it, and they will eventually, in one manner or another, play next to each other and be really good. So congrats to both of them on their selection of the Clemson Tigers. Thank you very much for coming in and checking out the Portal Podcast for all your latest recruiting, NIL, and transfer portal news. We're going to continue on with a couple more episodes today regarding the top prospects in the state of Florida all the way through number 1. Stay with us for that. It'll be up before the evening is up. Like, subscribe, and share this podcast as well. We will see you again soon.